Then where the fuck do you think you're going? Come here. Ah, shut up, you big crybaby. Get over here. Oh, ain't this a pretty sight? Come here. Come here. Come here, you fucking traitor. Did you think you could escape? Huh? Is that it? Did you think with even a sliver of a chance that you could get away? How could you do this to me? Honestly, do you just get off on making me mad? Because it was funny. It was, at first. Me strapping you down to a chair, asking you funny trivia questions. Oops, you might lose a finger. Yeah, stakes and all that bullshit. That's done. Now. I'm done. Now. I'm at my limit now. You're really starting to piss me the fuck off. You haven't been a good buddy, have you? Actually, no. You ain't no buddy. No pet of mine. More of a rat, actually. No, what are you talking about? You are a rat, and you know I'm right. And you know what I do to rats who won't stop squealing? I make them stop. Well, would you look at that? God damn, you idiot. Look at the fucking mess you made. Now I gotta clean it up. This could have all been avoided if you just played nice. You're getting the wrong idea here. You think I'm just hurting you for no reason? Well, for one reason I enjoy it. But really, I'm doing this so you can learn. I care about you. I care about you more than anybody else ever does or ever will. That much is a fact. All I want for you is to see whose side I'm on. This wouldn't be so bad if you could just listen to simple instructions, but you can't do that, can you? Nah, I gotta beat it over your skull over and over and over again until it becomes apparent. This world, it's not meant for you, for people like you. No, there's so many liars, dealers, corrupt people who just want to take advantage of you. It's as simple as that. See, life out here, it's a lot worse, and it changes you into somebody a lot less than the person you were. So please, I am begging you, please, 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 do not make me chase you out here again. Okay? Huh? How's that sound? That sound alright to you? Come here. Hey, look at me. Look at me, okay? Because I am sick and tired of going on this twisted little rodeo of cat and mouse with you. It's not funny. It's not cute anymore. It's fucking annoying. Now you're gonna listen to me. We're gonna go for a little drive back home. You're gonna shut the fuck up and you're gonna take it, alright? I don't give a good goddamn what you want. You're gonna listen to me. Because I know what's best for you. You don't even know why you're here. Do you? Back when we first met, I didn't mean you no harm. You were an asshole to me back then, just like you are to me now. Breaking my heart like that, and leaving me in the dust? Nah, people wouldn't do that to an animal. You know, when I first saw you, sitting outside the school campus with them, your new friends, when you felt you no longer needed me anymore, when I saw you all sitting together, having lunch, and laughing, just having the absolute time of your lives. I looked on, and I thought I would feel envious, upset, jealous at your betrayal, but I didn't. You see, I had little hope that it would last, and so I didn't concern myself. I figured the friendship would last for a day, maybe two, and then you'd realize how inferior they are to me, how uninspired and boring the conversations are. You'd realize what you were lacking, and it'd come crawling back to me. That was my initial thought. Yeah, that is until, however, it happened again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Days turned to weeks, that turned to months, and you just kept going. Tell me something. When you're scared, and they're holding you close, and your trembling skin is close to them here, and here, feels good, don't it? Yeah, I remember you. You're the sneaky one, the one with nerve. You don't scare easy, do you? I like that. You see, I'm done offering second and third and fourth and fifth chances. It's clear getting smacked around like a rag doll and losing a few fingers wasn't enough. I offered you the benefit of the doubt and trusted your word for the last time. And for that I gotta pay. You see, in this world, there's people like me, and there's people like you. And people like me eat people like you for breakfast and shit them out. And it's up to me to wipe you out. And that makes me the winner, which makes you You still awake? You hanging in there? You don't need to worry. I'm still at it, bestie. I'm still here. You know, my mom used to say that every day above ground was a win. Nothing lasts too long anymore. When you were knocked out, I marked our way here so that we could find our way back after. So stupid, right? I mean, back to what? Back to this dingy old apartment in the middle of nowhere? Oh, quit your crying. You're still alive, you know? Or something. You should be grateful. You've lasted the longest out of all of them. What do I mean? You know, bears, when they begin to starve, they eat their young. You see, if the bear dies, the cub dies anyway. But if the bear lives, it can always have another cub. You get what I'm saying? You know what? I want to show you something. Can I do that? Let's do that. Come here. Let me just undo those ropes. You must be absolutely exhausted, huh? You're as frail as a skeleton. The old two martini lunch. Have a little confab. Okay, here we go. Arms and legs inside the car at all times. You know, after chasing you last night, hunting you down like some sort of wild animal, it got me thinking. I've decided that perhaps the reason you're acting so unrestrained and volatile is because of this room I've been keeping you in. Surely it's driving you mad, no? stuck in that chair 24/7, staring at this fucking ceiling day in, day out. You know, I read this study on the Discovery Channel last week, and they said that animals, and by extension people, aren't always the most functional when raised in captivity. Fascinating stuff. They need to build bonds, social relationships. That's what you're lacking here. It's the reason you're so quiet and withdrawn. The only positive relationship you have in here besides me is that door. At least that's when you know that food's coming. So I figured a change of scenery would help you out. That's why I'm taking you down to my secret room. Truth to be told, I was just tired of licking my own stamps. Come on. This way. Keep up. It gets a bit wet down here, so don't slip. Wouldn't want you busting your head on that cobblestone floor. And here we are, then. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll begin your consultation in a moment. I'll just need a second to wash up. And... ta-da! What's with that face? These, my dear, are all your friends. Or what's left of them. I made sure to keep them all as personal souvenirs. So whenever you're feeling lonely and a bit homesick, I kept them all in glass jars for your personal enjoyment. Everything you could ever want. You see, over here, we have Rachel, your classmate that sat with you in science class. Bad breath, terrible hair, and an ungodly obsession with candy corn. It was tiring trying to find out which part of her to take, so I settled on her brain. Not much floating around in that jar. And over here we have Adam, that good-for-nothing prick. I made sure to take my time with him. I remember I used to coddle up by his side, basically rubbing up on him like two plastic dolls. Made me sick how he used to run those fingers through your hair, caress your cheeks, but I know what it's like to be manipulated and taken advantage of by these people. I understand. I get it. I really do. So I severed off his fingers and dropped them in here. Basically the same thing, right? Unfortunately, to my misfortune, your circle ended up being a bit more expansive than I thought. I sort of ran out of spots to stuff their bits and pieces after number 6. What do I mean? Well, I'm saying I had to stuff them in other areas. You left me with quite the cleanup job after I knocked you out. Some of your friends I buried in the backyard. I knocked them out with a shovel, dropped them into a shallow grave, and dumped concrete over them. I swear you could hear one or two of them crying out for mercy before they suffocated to death. If there's one thing I'm grateful to God for, it's these thin walls, bestie. It was music to my ears, hearing them try to reason with me, bargain with me to let them go. They were so lively and loud at the beginning that they sort of just went quiet after a while. I'm guessing they ran out of air. I never bothered to check. I figured once their bodies start decaying, I'll have to remove them. Darn. Oh, you look like you're about to pass out. Sit here, sit here. You know, I'm a bit worried how much time you spent with your father in this past. I know. I hope you haven't been letting him confuse you with this strict, you must do as I command, thumping. No offense to the man, but I sometimes worry he might just be a little bit crazy. Remember when I said that you weren't the first, nor would you be the last? This is where you'll end up. Just a speck of you, just a piece of you floating around in a jar full of vinegar. Is that what you want? Is that what you want to be remembered by? I don't think so. You're smart. You're a smart cookie, so I know you'll do the right thing. As long as you listen to me and do everything I tell you. then there's no problem. You'll start to get used to a routine. I'll have to punish you less and less. I'll be able to trust you with wandering around the house unsupervised. I'm telling you, it'll be magical. Now, how's about I take you back upstairs? I think you've seen enough. Say goodbye to your playmates, wave to them. You probably won't be down here for another few weeks, give or take. Yeah, I need to make some renovations. Your friend's body parts are starting to stink. God, you couldn't pick some friends who smelled actually good when they're chopped up? Alright, wave goodbye. Do it. Yeah. There's Adam, and there's Rachel. How could you forget Ethan? Bye, guys. You mind if I, play with my best friend a bit? Thanks.